As the people of God, it's important for us to pause and remember what God has done. On Sunday, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary as Grace Marietta. It was a time of telling stories of God's faithfulness and worshiping together. As we look back at our history, some clear chapters emerge of seasons that God has led us through and ways He has gone before us. It began with a vision given to Buddy Hoffman, who is in St. Joe's Hospital with his windows overlooking Marietta. He felt this deep conviction that this was a place where God was clearing the way for something new. God brought us to Holt Road Baptist Church. It was our vision for reaching nations, neighborhoods, and specifically the next generation that prompted Holt Road Baptist to say, "This is what we've been praying for." What we thought was going to be an offer to rent the space was actually them handing over the keys and joining with us as a part of a new Grace Marietta church plant. What began as two community groups with a handful of families quickly grew. God sent people who stepped in ready to serve and who gave generously. He brought in new leaders and a board. Funds were raised for a park that would be a gift to the whole surrounding community. We launched midweek for next generation discipleship. The parking lot was so full on Sundays that we had an additional service. And then we entered 2020, which began a season of challenges and loss. Even in the midst of those storms, God was still our firm foundation. Our benevolence ministry grew. We saw people stepping out in faith to pursue the kingdom dreams that God had given them. We experienced staff transitions, which ultimately opened the way for new leaders to emerge. It was a time of prayer and rebuilding as new families came. Out of that season of change, God allowed new things to grow. The years of tilling created rich soil. Through it all, God's leadership remained clear. And despite all the changes in our circumstances, our DNA as a church was unchanged. We're now standing on the edge of a new chapter, and we have a vision for where God is leading us, and we can move forward with the confidence, knowing, just as He always has been, He will continue to be faithful.